Merry Christmas morning, everyone. I hope that you are enjoying the holiday and you're able to sit down and relax a little bit, enjoy the Christmas lights, maybe enjoy a couple of Christmas specials on TV, or maybe catch the parade. But no matter how you plan to spend it today, I just want to share the blessed holiday morning with you. When my dad grew up in the 1930s, his Christmas was celebrated on Christmas Eve. He said they would always go to his grandparents, the ones that lived just down the way, that didn't speak English. They actually spoke Czechoslovakian, and they always celebrated it on Christmas Eve. And when they would get into the vehicle, either mom or dad, he said, would forget something and need to run back in the house. And when they got home every Christmas Eve, Santa Claus had visited while they were at the grandparents' home and left my dad a couple of gifts. So Christmas Eve was when he grew up celebrating it. And we carried on that tradition by always unwrapping a gift on Christmas Eve and having homemade eggnog with the kids. So this year, it will look a little different. And as our kids grow up, it will look different as we have to share them with their other families if they're married or if they've had children of their own. It will always look different. But the holiday is always when you can always get together. I know some families have already celebrated their holiday, and some are not celebrating it until this weekend. But if you happen to be cooking this holiday or going to your grandparents for the Christmas meal, I would like to share a poem with you that I found in my grandmother's things called The Cooks of 1922. Our cooks of 1922, like them, there are but very few. They're here and there and everywhere, and to the crew our sky blue fare. They cook potatoes, beans, and cake. I've never seen a thing, twin flake. And if it did, they'd throw it out, for poor food never makes men stout. They give the crew of all the best, and everything must have its test. Now May acts as a sort of boss, but then don't fear, she's never cross. She tells the others this and that, and shows them true just where they're at. She tends whatever she can, but Gail sometimes sets up an awful wail. Now Clara is a maiden fair, with true brown eyes and black brown hair. She does her work with such confidence. It's plain to see she has common sense. Clara never thinks I'd love to rest, but ever tries to do her best. When work comes around, she's ever ready, sky blue true and just as steady. Bertha helps where'er she may. She's busy through the livelong day. She's considered a dandy cook by all who ever heard her dinner call. She likes the work and does not care of there are 8 million speeds to fare. To see these cooks of number 3 that are all that was here said by me are really cooks that ever do. They'll take the prize of 22. And now just for myself I say, I'd like to be with them each day, but duty calls me to another place, so I must go without making a face, or I wouldn't be worthy now, believe me do, of a glance from the cooks of 22. So, no matter how your holiday looks this year, I hope you have a blessed holiday full of peace and love and joy. Thank you for joining me every week, and I hope to see you in the next video.